Hello, this is Garrick, and I'll be doing a demo of drawing simple refraction on a transparent box. This is a accompanying video to my written tutorial on Clip Studio tips. So if you wish to check out the written tutorial, which will provide more details that I will not be covering in this video demo, please check it out in the link below in the descriptions. So I will be replicating this effect on a new document, though for demonstration purposes, I've already made the backdrop because you need the backdrop to be present before you start working on drawing the transparent box. So here is my background that I've started off with. So I'll just head straight into drawing the box over here. So new layer. Ideally, if you are working on a pre-existing work, you will already be working in perspective to some degree. So you will already have your horizon line and vanishing points ready. And the reason you want that is because when you draw your box, you will want to, well, one, have it in perspective, but two, you will need the vanishing point present in order to create the refraction effect. So for demonstration purposes, I will be using a very simple one-point perspective. And we will draw the box right here. And this is not on the right layer. Oops. I can just disable the perspective ruler later, so we will leave that. Make a copy. Then hold. What is going on? Okay, I think I need to disable the perspective ruler while I transform. Oh, okay. Something's up. No. Okay, so the ruler is messing with my transformation, so I will be deleting it from that layer. So let's try again. Alright, so I'm hitting Control to adjust the angle. So let me first adjust the perspective ruler so it lines up with the corners. And then transform. And shift. Huh, I'm a little off. Oh well. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start off with that. And I'm just changing the color so I can distinguish it from the other layers later. So this is the front side of the box, and this is the flat side. And then we need to readjust the perspective ruler once this finishes processing. I don't know what it's doing. My program froze. Oh no. Oh, this is no good. Oh, here. Yay. Alright, let's make sure that's lined up properly. So, alright, now we draw the interior of the box. So we have this as our exterior, and this is our front face. So to draw the interior, we need a new folder and layer setting clip to layer below. So we have the perspective, the transparent side and all of the interior sides clipping to that. So for now, we will first make each of the parts outside of the box. So alright, I should have drawn the guides first. So here's that guide for this corner, and then the guide for this corner back there. And then we will scale. So the intersection here. Hmm. Something doesn't feel right. Right. The lower section over here was not quite drawn correctly. So we kind of guesstimated it. We probably won't deal with it anyway, so... And here I am, trying to fix it up, regardless, even though I was about to ignore it. Alright, that makes one side. And then we were going to... This to here. We want to extend this all the way to the edge. Yeah, I should have done that first before fixing it up. Oh, I mean, we were rescaling it to that corner instead of this one, so could have just ignored the guideline. And then we link it up over here. So this... Get flush. Sorry, my OCD is kicking in. Okay, and then we have, I think, this section left, right? Top and bottom. Um, mm, here. I mean, ideally you also grout it here. I think in my demo piece, I actually just went ooh, and then called it done because I wasn't going to cover the other edges in that tutorial. I mean, for that piece. So this is the proper way to do it. Um, Alright, so we have each of the sides drawn out properly. And I'll just change the color so you can tell exactly what side is what. Alright, so we have the interior of the box drawn out properly. Now we need to grab the background and everything that is behind the box and place it on the back side. Oh, first we need to take the four sides and move them into the folder so they clip below, so they clip to the actual surface of the box. And then don't need this layer. We take everything that is in the background and make a copy of it. And we will merge those layers so we can transform them more easily. Place it above the back layer and then go to layer settings, clip to layer below. And this is what happens. And the reason why we have black square rhombuses, diamonds, is because there was transparency on the background and we were using the paper color for the white diamonds. So we will need to fix that by either creating a new layer and filling that with white and possibly merging it. So we can do this, set it to white. Oh, oops. So that's one way. Or we take the back layer and turn that to white. So this is why you want to work with a solid image as your backdrop or background and not have any transparent pixels. But obviously there's ways to fix that. Alright, so now we will transform this because we have the backside and the backdrop layer set properly. Alright, so we need to move the anchor point while transforming to the proper location, which is the vanishing point. This is supposed to be where simple refraction through an object with parallel surfaces where refraction does not occur on that type of an object. And then we will hold Alt to scale around the object and Shift so it scales evenly. And then you can see it scaling over here. So that might be a little extreme, but we have a very long object, a very thick object, if you can tell from what we've drawn over here. So the refraction will be a little more extreme. We do this because we scale the backside and the background or the backdrop layer at the same time because it's more convenient. But also because what you see on the backside is essentially the light that makes contact from the background anyway, so you could kind of consider it to be the flat surface, same flat surface in a sense. So that's the explanation that I will give you, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But you can see it's working. So we'll just assume it's that for now. And you can kind of tell that there's a transparent object there, sort of. To better enhance the effect, you will. So this is basically it for the refraction part. Now, to better emphasize the effect, you will need to make it seem like the interior sides, interior and exterior sides are a part of this box. So to do that, you would treat the interior or exterior sides with another helping of either, depending on what you're doing, reflection or refraction, in which in this case you will probably treat them with reflection of some sort. Unfortunately, I'm not quite well versed in how to calculate this quite yet for these sides, so I will not be covering them in this tutorial. Um, because of that, I will just finish off these sides with a very simple gradient for each of these. Is the okay. This is just a temporary measure, um, not anything accurate. I would not exactly recommend doing this for any what's it called? It's not contract. Oh well. Alright, now that we actually cleaned up and changed those surfaces, it actually looks like it's a transparent box. And to fix up the around a little bit. That doesn't actually do anything. Alright, onto effects for transparency, we will create a new folder and clip that again to this surface, the transparent surface. Make one layer for the highlight and just draw it in. Okay, I give up on that. Unfortunately, that is a little too bright. It's mixing in with um the white of the image behind it, so I'm just changing it to this color for now. Oh, we could do this. Go for oh, that looks completely off. There's easier ways of painting this. Whatever. I probably shouldn't have gone for a 350 dpi with a extra large canvas. Should have gone for a smaller one for efficiency because my laptop can't handle this or can't handle it well. Alright, it needs to be white or gray. Let's make a light gray. Lighter gray. Okay. So we can kind of tell it apart from the white background. And so you can, this is so you actually see the different sections as one, being part of one single flat surface, because otherwise the flat surface is kind of there, but not really there. And drawing in the highlight or the reflecting light is a way of showing that it exists. Now for the next part of the effect, we will be adding in a reflection sort of thing. If you have a pre-existing image that will be ideal to use, you just throw it in, clip at layer below transform it to however you need it to be, and place it on top of the highlights over here. But we don't have that, so we are just going to throw in a little foliage with the foliage decoration brush. And you can see the effect showing up like this. And there it is. And then we can go back here and touch up the effect if we need to. Extend it some more. And yeah, this is basically done. Voila.